Welcome back, negotiators, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Balance sees through the lies of children, Rhal meets his tabaxi friend, and Zaltanna is given a divine quest. Returning back to Falsum, the team split up to pursue their own objectives. As Balance goes to find Rondi, he also finds a much older, more powerful Talus. In the meantime, Zaltanna has a heart-to-heart with Tyr, finally seeing the blissful eclipse with her own two eyes. Are the other Dathrideers going to be able to find the Queen? What has Tyr really asked Zaltanna to do? And with Demi's resources dwindling, how will she power her spells now? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die. The stalking is cold. It's very chilly, and to make it even worse, you're somewhat incapacitated because of the spell that sent you here.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it. Around you, you see a collection of spectres. Not surprising, there are probably hundreds of people down here in the temple. In the stalking, it's not much different. You can see Zaltanna's spectre nearby, looking metal as all fuck.
What's up, bro?
You can see that there are two spectres. The ones that Balance and Zaltanna saw before are kind of hovering around where Demi is, holding concentration on the spell. You see Rhal's spectre off in the distance a little bit, talking to a spectre that you don't recognize, you haven't seen before. This spectre is very tall, very thin. They are wearing an exceptionally kind of formal attire. Everyone else around you is wearing robes or like shirts or trousers or some such. This spectre is wearing a very formal, high-necked, stiff-collared shirt with toggle fastenings, no sleeves. They are wearing a very large, kind of voluminous, like, I would say floofy, but that's not the word I'm looking for. If you think Victorian-style big-ass skirts,
Ruffled.
That's what you're looking at. Thank you, ruffled. Ruffled skirt. They're very crisp, but they're very clean. They have a monocle on a chain and very long, wispy white hair. And the two of them are Rhal Spectre and this unknown Spectre are having a very intense conversation off in the distance. You are incapacitated, which means you can't take actions, you can't take bonus actions, reactions, that kind of good jazz. You can talk. I'm going to say, however, your ability to do many things is somewhat inhibited.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Look at Rhal.
Rhal is looking at everyone's specters and trying to wave, but it's not working. So he's just kind of saying hi to everyone.
Yeah, like you kind of, like as slow as the rest of the world is looking to you guys, time moving somewhat differently here in the stalking, your I guess your body's reactions are going to be the same. They're moving kind of at the same pace, the same time, because you're just incapacitated. I think we'll rule that, and that seems pretty cool and doable.
Okay.
Zaltanna's spectre kind of gives you all a friendly nod and a wave. The two spectres hanging around Demi are kind of just sitting back, kicking back, relaxing. One of them has like a really grumpy looking skeletal face on. The other one just seems overly cheerful. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out and they seem to just be chatting. Yeah.
I want a side story of those two specters because it seems like they're stuck together and don't get along. And it seems like the dynamic that I would like to follow some more.
Honestly,
I'll tell you what, Neil, one day you can write a D&D, like one shot for TRD, and I'll play one of the specters. You play Demi Spectres, yeah. It'll be fantastic. Either way, that aside, what do you guys want to do?
we can't move, right?
Yes, but very slowly.
I don't know why you guys came here. I'm going to say hi to the specters. And
we were supposed to come here to get information from your specter.
My specter's talking.
Oh, is that why we're here? I genuinely forgot that was why we were here. I thought this whole time I was thinking that we were going through because we were going to go to the place.
No.
Like we were here going to
No.
I'm going to say Zaltanna also is completely, like being incapacitated made her confused about why we're here. And she's just like, what?
Smooth
it was super effective.
Rhal yells out for his specter. Hi, specter. Waves.
You
Tries to wave.
You see your spectre and you see the spectre that they're speaking to. They both turn their heads in your direction, and you see the kind of more regal skirt-looking one just kind of like wave their hand emphatically in your direction. Their skeletal fingers kind of like glinting in some sort of ethereal light, and they seem to be making the point that you turning up is clearly demonstrating whatever side of the argument they are having.
Wonderful.
They're a little far off; you can't quite hear or catch their voices. Zaltanna's spectre sort of like walks over nearby to you guys and like waves a hand, and they say,
"What are you all doing here?"
Zaltanna looks at Balance.
Information gathering, as far as I understand it. Sorry?
They raise one skeletal finger to their non-existent lips, because skeleton.
All right.
And they say,
"Quite familiar with your familiarity with Rhal's spectre. Probably should go shouting that out, though."
Oh, my apologies.
Spot of bother.
and they like point over, and it looks like Rhal Specter's getting dressed down by the most angry school mom in the world.
Okay, I see. I get balanced. Like very slowly taps his nose. Like, I've got you. I understand. Can I ask you a side question? Not information gathering.
Sure.
All the jewelry that you're wearing, where did you get it from? I don't see any shops around here. I'm very curious.
As they laugh, like the laugh kind of like echoes around this, and it kind of like comes back again but louder. It's a very peculiar, odd sound. And you see the two specters hanging by Demi just like look up and like sort of like meander over in the direction, and they say,
"From life. I had these in life. They were all very important to me, and here they are now."
Oh, that's rather interesting.
Oh, so you can keep things from when you were alive.
You have to be somewhat very attached to them. My aesthetic, my look was everything to me.
What kind of... It's like super metal, right?
oh yeah, she's like metal as fuck. She's like, as looking around, she's the only spectre around that has any sort of like mohawk look to her.
I love that I have a mohawk specter. I hope that when I die, the Grim Reaper that comes to greet me is like punk as fuck. Like that's my true hope. Just like
Yeah. The Demi's two specters that have come over, they're kind of more cheerful of the more just like looks around, and they smile a little at y'all, and they kind of reach out and they touch each of you on the back of the neck, just very gently, and it feels like someone has dropped an ice cube down your back, but you're unable to reflexively react to that. It's like the hair on the back of your neck can't stand up because you're in the world of the dead, and like it's cold. And you feel that restriction of movement, the side effect of the spell that sent you here, is lifted from you. You feel a bizarre magic going through your bones, and you're able to move more comfortably.
Oh,
Thank you.
The more cheerful of the spectres, the one of the pair that came across, says,
We all came from life. We all came from different places like that. Some of us get things.
and he pointed at Zaltanna's spectre
Some of us get nothing.
and pointed at their somewhat more unhappy companion.
would you like something?
No, he's going to be all right with that. It's fine if this long.
What it's all determined by how much it meant to you in life, right?
Yeah.
So
Don't often get things this side of life, but it's okay. Maybe we'll get something when we move on. Who knows?
do specters die?
We can die.
The one
We can
almost
die,
did
we can
before.
Move on. Yeah. Spectres can die. Spectres can bleed. Yeah. We could do all the normal things, just it's much more difficult to kill death.
Balance
Not
is
an idea, really.
Balance is gonna reach into his bag and he's gonna pull out 2 bottles of wine, and he's gonna say, "Can spectres also drink? I don't have any jewelry or anything, but I can offer these for you."
They all look somewhat sadly. Zaltanna Spectre says,
We can't really consume like that, but thank you for the offer, however.
Next time, then.
When you take people's sacrifices for bringing people back, do you get anything for that transaction?
Is there a commission?
Some kind of energy or something, magic, or makes you younger? You know,
Not so
something
much,
fun
Rhal.
like that?
Not really. It goes to feed the bigger system. You're asking us to break the natural law. Price has to be paid for that magic to happen. Magic in the old days. You can explain this better.
and they look over at the somewhat sad-looking Spectre, and they say,
In the old days, magic was very bloody. You wanted to break the natural law, you bled, you sacrificed. That's how magic used to be. People have found different ways of sacrificing, giving gifts, time to learn their voices, their devotions. Magic used to be a very bloody way, very bloody system. But enough of that. Rhal, your friend,
points over at your Spectre.
got caught looking for something for you.
Oh. What does that mean? What's happening?
My companion in here,
Puts his arm around the more cheerful of the two.
we deal with special cases. She deals with special cases. Your companion, supposed to be dealing with normal, by the book, everyday cases. Supposed to. It's not really got the authority to do the things that I do.
what do you do?
Points at Demi.
Balance actually laughs at that. Oh yes, I'm sure that's a special case there.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Being my specter is probably a special case thing.
Caught us off guard a little.
Wait, does that make me a special case? Because
I think we're all special cases in this group, to be honest.
Zaltanna's spectre looks at Balance and says,
You are, because of your friends.
Oh, I'm sure. I actually was rather curious, but I didn't want to bring it up.
Yes, she got shunted up the old food chain, one might say.
and she gestures over at the school mom looking spectre speaking to Rhal.
Oh, wait a minute. That's...
All three of them nod.
Oh my God. Okay. Wait, so where's mine?
You should say hi.
Is it the same one?
She's your spectre.
Oh, shit.
wait, your specter is chewing out Rhal's specter?
Apparently.
Yes.
Wait, is she like your boss or something?
She's my boss.
And the other two just instantly just shake their head.
So she's my specter's boss too?
Yeah.
How come your specter is the boss of my specter and Rhal's specter? What the fuck is that about?
Don't look at me. I don't control any of that.
Are you more special than me and Rhal?
No, but Monarch
At this point, Rhal Spectre and Balancer Spectre come making their way across to where you all are. Like, your presence has been noted, clearly.
we're just having casual conversation with Grim
Yeah, you're
Reapers.
making small talk with three Reapers.
The best. Okay, I'm sorry, but my specter is the best specter because she's death metal, and that's all I've got to say about that. I love her.
Let's not make this a competition.
It's not a competition because I already won. That's a lie. Rhal Spectre is Rhal's best friend, so I feel like he actually won.
The pair of them make the way over. Rhal Spectre kind of like is half a step behind her, and he looks at Rhal and it's like gives him like a half a wave. Bit of a nod, and as soon as like Balancer Spectre kind of turns her head a little bit, their head is bound down again, and
Rhal gives him that like nervous oops smile.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get you in
that
trouble.
well-known oops smile.
The school kid, you fucked up. Yep.
Yes.
Well, it seems the three of you have rather gotten this one in trouble. You shouldn't be here.
Okay. The spell will end at some point. I don't know. Why not?
Immortal, the living here in the stalking plane. Do you know what lives here?
Death?
Well, yes, clearly. Obviously, Zaltanna. There are other creatures native to this land that have absolutely nothing to do with us. We're invading their place. In addition, you're alive. You're not supposed to know the mysteries of death yet. You're supposed to fear death. You're supposed to have a reason not to die, else you might as well die and come straight on over. But that's not the rules. The rule of life is that you live. You're not supposed to be here. I have half a mind to take your memories right now.
I would appreciate if you didn't.
Yes, I expect you would.
Hi. If I could, just...
You have precisely one sentence to move me.
Sure.
That was a sentence. Congratulations.
Why are we
Yeah,
not
no,
allowed
I
to
see
know?
it now.
Thanks, Zaltanna. Look, we're kind of trying to save the whole world, which apparently includes this plane, I imagine, because I can't imagine this dark monster thing that's taking over the gods is going to stop with just them.
Why aren't we allowed
So I
to
feel
know?
like maybe you could help us a little bit, you know? I mean, just a little bit.
What was that you said, Rhal?
Why aren't we allowed to know? What if I just want to know? Why aren't we allowed to?
About death? Death is supposed to be a mystery, dear boy. The unknown.
We know about Bellum and Cicero.
Of
Why
course.
can't we know more about here? Why can't I know? I mean, I'm curious. I can just come here. Why am I not allowed to know?
Yes, so I have found out.
And you see her like turn, look at Rhal Spectre, and he again does the face.
I tried to come here. That's me.
Well, people are constantly trying to break in here, retrieving loved ones, etc., etc. But that is all well paid for. This? I have half a mind to let you walk around here without the protection of the Spectre. But then you die and we have to come get you anyway, which defeats the purpose. What exactly are you three doing here? I think you might only have a few moments left of your spell.
You know, we just popped around to say hi.
We were here we saw the specters around more as we've been teleporting, and we wanted to come and say hi and meet everyone because I know my specter, and I thought everyone should maybe meet the specters.
You to roll a deception check.
A charming smile.
It's gonna be a deception check, my man.
Deception
Sorry.
is not a great one of mine.
I hope it's a good one because Balance is about to just tell the truth.
Don't tell
Why?
the truth.
Because otherwise, how do we get the information?
The truth
Later,
is never
we
a
wait
good
until
idea.
you wait till your party pooper specter leaves.
Yeah, Balance, this is all your fault because your Spectre sucks.
She doesn't need to leave, though. We do. We're on the timer, not her.
Yeah, but technically
I
Rhal
wanna
can
hang
come back
out
whenever
more.
the fuck he wants.
I need a deception check, please, Rhal.
I'm literally
16.
dying right now.
I'm dying inside. This is...
Oh no.
Is it time for lying? Is it time for lying?
It's always time to lie.
She has a +9 on insights, and you still deceived her.
I have a +3 to deception.
I hate this so much.
Rhal's a really good liar.
You should see mine.
Well, you've seen the stalking plan. Congratulations. You've seen where we're going to hang out. You've said hello to everyone. You've met me. You've met him. You've met her. Oh, those two.
What do you play?
Oh, we play Go Fish. It's a great game.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
And
V,
you see the unhappy one just like rolling their eyes and just like shaking their head, just walk away. Like they can't deal with this.
Do you guys
The-
have names? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, they
Go-
have names.
Go Arch.
I have a really important question.
Sure.
Balance wants to try to reach out and telepathically communicate with Rhal Spectre. Because
Okay.
Balance is physically here because of the banishment spell. He wants to see if that works.
Okay, I will need you to take a...
Death save.
Yeah. Like, okay. I was about to say, like, what?
That would be bloody horrible. But a great one I will store for later on. Thank you, Neil.
No,
You're
no.
welcome. Good
Neil,
ideas.
stop it. Inflict pain on yourself, not on me, damn it.
Have a psychic in your party that you need to take care of.
Give them automatic death saves.
Put
So
one of
whenever they
these-
hit death
put
save
one
with
of
those,
these in
they've
your
automatically failed one.
No.
When they try to talk
I
to
like this.
they
Thank you, Neil.
die.
Yes.
This is how homebrew gets made, folks.
This is how I end up playing my backup character. Listen, if you guys really
Okay,
didn't like Balance, you
can
could have just
I
told me.
have a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure. Oh, that's a nat 20 for 24.
Okay, so what would have been 26 psychic damage? You take 13 psychic damage, which is half because I believe you're resistant.
I'm not
Okay, then you take 13 psychic damage.
fan-fucking-tastic.
As you kind of reach into his mind, just the act of trying to reach out to him, it's almost like a part of you has just succumbed to death itself. It was not a wise move.
Yeah, Balance. What the
He
fuck?
could have rolled much, much, much higher. But you've taken the risk, so you are able to communicate with him.
Okay, so telepathically, after kind of just trying to hide the twinge of pain, is going to telepathically say to Rhal Spectre, we're going to have to leave. Whatever it is that you need to tell us about, we'll have to come back at a time when you're not being supervised?
They say,
Tell Rhal, Cicero. Tell Rhal, you cannot be sent there the way that you were sent here. You have to be able to move. Tell Rhal I have a gift for him.
Understood.
Well, I think that's enough time here, don't you?
We're just waiting for the spell to end, honestly. I mean, it was nice meeting you.
Do you guys have names?
Yes, we do.
What's your name, Spectre?
about that point is when y'all go back to the other plane.
No, I want to know my Spectre's name.
Oh,
You'll have to ask next time you go.
Use this cliffhanger.
I don't.
I'll pass him.
I do have to go to the patron list. They would go
him-
like 8,000
I'll
Spectre
pass him
names.
notes.
Pass him a note and find out mine, hit your, and Balance's Spectre's name. That way we can stop calling them Rhal Spectre, Balance's Spectre, and Zaltanna Spectre.
I want to play.
That's how they're in my notes.
I want to play tic-tac-toe with my Spectre.
Oh God, Rhal, you'll
Nice
have to try, but I think
Scrabble.
Spectre may have some more important things to do, like ferry the souls of the undead and deal with whatever punishment Balance's Spectre is giving him.
Balance's Spectre.
I'm a little insulted that my Spectre is like a lawful good.
Oh yeah,
Nothing about balance is lawful anymore.
no, they have no reflection on you. Yeah. As the Spectre smiles at you and says, yes, in fact, they do have names, you feel that tug on the back of your navel and you get basically very, very violently pulled back into the physical plane. Very little has changed around you. It has only been a minute in demi time. Yeah, you guys are back here. What do you want to do?
Get the fuck out and go to my mountain.
That was peculiar. And then telepathically, because Balance knows that they can hear him, telepathically to Rhal, Balance is going to say, I was able to communicate with your Spectre. He said to tell you, Cicero, we're going to have to go there free of movement when we can't go there the way that we just did with the stalking. And also that he has a gift for you.
Oh, kind of squints. Huh.
Don't say anything out loud, though, because they're probably listening right now. Right, anyways,
Okay.
Demi, your specters are interesting.
I have Spectres.
You do.
You have two.
I do?
Your
Well, that kind of makes sense, really. I mean, that's yeah, okay.
They're all very nice.
Not really.
Rhal kind of gives a pointed look at Balance.
Balance's Spectre's a
He's
dick.
lying.
Listen, Zaltanna, whenever I pass on, that's going to be the one that greets me, and they're probably going to remember that you just said that, and they're going to make me pay for it.
Yeah, I don't think mocking death is a good idea. Not because it's, their death and they can do what they want to you in theory, but it's tacky. Let's
Listen,
not mock death.
I respect that they were following their preset rules as per their natural order. I get it.
They have rules?
I would argue.
Yeah,
that
apparently.
It's death.
I would argue that because I can go to the stalking, that I'm one of those special case things. But
Well, as
I
we
don't
just
know.
learned, you're
I
also
don't
breaking
think-
rules.
Well, I did not know that.
I think everyone here breaks rules. I think most of us break. Well,
I didn't know I wasn't
you clearly
supposed
do,
to go
yeah.
to the stalking plane. I can just do it.
Anyways.
Well, maybe you're. So, did you learn what you needed to know? Did we know where things are now? What do we know things? What?
Basically, what it comes down to is I think we need to go to this mountain for Zaltanna is our pressing concern.
Mountain.
Did
Telepathically to Demi, Balance is going to say, yes, yes. Just, I had to get the information kind of sneaky, so nothing out loud.
even internally it'll be nice balance.
Hmm?
She gives you a very, very short, sharp response of not out loud would be nice. Anything right now.
Okay, Cicero, We have to go
Wrong
there
with that.
physically, though. We cannot go there with the banishment.
All three of you see her eyes go a little bit wide, like, oh.
Is she saying this telepathically?
No, she's saying this out loud.
What's up,
So,
Demi?
anyways, Demi, as I was saying,
Mountain.
right.
Getting to the mountain could be really difficult.
But a necessary trek nonetheless.
Yes. Did you guys learn anything else while you were there? Like anything interesting that you think I should know? Any
Spectres
cool
have
tidbits?
names.
Any? Really?
And they play Go Fish.
Huh. Okay. This is cool. We can work with these things. We do you three know what you're doing now? Where you're headed? How you're getting there? What's the plan? Because you are still missing a few things. I mean, I think you're missing the crown, and you're missing the heart, and you're missing the other thing.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except the heart, we vaguely know it's probably here somewhere.
Right. I
will get onto that.
I have top agents on that right now.
Oh, who?
I bribed the 3 young ones to seek out the supposed hiding place and then to let me know.
Did you just call a bunch of 10-year-olds top agents?
I'm insinuating that if there's one thing children are good at, it's getting into things they shouldn't.
He is 100% correct on that.
That
Things
is true.
Dammers and I did as kids was pretty dodgy place we shouldn't have gone to, but yeah, kids are good at that. That's a smart idea, and it keeps them occupied and it keeps them out from under people's feet, because apparently there was some magical hoo-ha while we were gone, but I haven't really managed to figure out what's going on with that yet. But
I can tell you if you'd
I
like.
need to figure out what I need to do right now.
Yes.
I have a whole list of chores that you guys wanted me to do, and I don't really have the access to some of the materials I had before. I don't really have access to any of the assistants that I had before. I kind of need to return certain things back to the Witch Society before they decide to like hunt me down.
Balance
sort
holds
of
out the
thing.
ring.
She gratefully takes the ring.
Zaltanna reluctantly hands out her the axe.
Yes, I need to get this back to Damas. I have to get this back to him. It's yes. He I need him near soon, I think. Yes. Thank you.
If I could make a suggestion, Demi.
Yes.
I know things were very tense when we were at the dueling club, and things may have been said, and obviously...
I'm super sorry
I'm sorry?
for the thing with the, like, angry orc thing I did. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. I didn't want to prod too much. I figured you would tell us about whatever it is in your own time.
She kind of tilts her head a little bit, and you see her eyes go away from the glowing red, and you see her normal human eyes, and she says, do you remember a while back when I told you that there was a thing in me
Yes?
and that it was dangerous
Right?
and that it was dangerous to you?
Yes.
Well, you just saw that. Orcs don't really like elves, and that's why it's more dangerous. I tried to shield you guys from it, and you can see her eyes begin to red over again. But there are certain things that I haven't told you about, and frankly, but I don't really want to get into. It's not really too much of your concern right now, and I'm super sorry for trying to well, I didn't exactly try to kill you, but it was definitely on my mind, so I super apologize for that. Zaltanna promised to keep me in check. And yeah, I will go seek help to do that. It's been a while. So what do you want me to do? I have things like curing Caden. I have things like making the webs of creation to do. I have the other thing where I need to research how to get to a certain mountain, and the other mountain we have to climb to get that other item back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so on that list, so the Caden thing I don't think is as much of a concern anymore.
How much did Caden age?
I don't...
A lot.
How much did he unage?
He unaged 10, not that Rhal would know, but he unaged 10 years.
Right.
So he's not unaged as much as he could be.
Right, but it's
No.
not a pressing matter then.
No, he's not like liable to die in the next year. The next piece of aging magic may not instantly kill him.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Caden thing I don't think is as much of a priority, since the whole magic thing that Talus did unaged him a bit, but aged her forward a bit. She would be a very good apprentice of yours, if not for the whole... She's too smart for her own good.
Zaltanna looks at
An
you
excellent
like awkwardly.
apprentice. She is an excellent apprentice. I used to teach her some magic. She's very quick and very gifted in picking up these things, but she's also super nosy. And that was like, I don't want you to be revealed to some of the things that I am exposed to, and that you're too young for that right now. So I had to pass her off to someone else who would be like less likely to inflict her with the horrible things that of being a wild magic sorceress, which she doesn't have to deal with because she's like a nice normal magic user. Well, I don't think she did the thing where she de-aged Kate and aged herself. That's very interesting magic. I will pursue that when the world isn't ending.
Right. It's not a priority anymore.
No.
So the web of creation, definitely very important. I'm still holding on to the alchemist stone.
Of course.
And actually that reminds me, and Balance is going to reach into his bag, and he has 250 gold worth of rubies that he had gotten from the I think that was from the no, not the fourfold, the double ones. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
From the double ones. He's going to take that out of his bag and hand that to Demi and say, I believe this was part of the creation process, so you can use that.
Yes, we needed rubies and diamonds and I think sapphires and a couple of other things. But yes, this will help. This will help.
Right.
I will create a separate sheet for all the stuff that you guys have already collected. Unless one of you guys want to put it in a Roll20 handout.
If you can... Oh, wait a minute. I have access to edit the Web of Creation sheet. Oh, okay. No, in that case, don't bother. I can edit the Web of Creation sheet that has the requirements, and I can just put a checklist.
Yeah, you technically already have Tears of a Hurt Child. Rondi has already picked those up.
Okay, so 1K GP. I'll do all this later, but...
Yeah, that's fine. Yes. So what do you guys want me to work on?
Right. Well, we definitely need to get to the mountain.
Yes.
Like, sooner than later, because Zaltanna needs to get her magic back so that we can go deal with my aunt and that whole thing, because I imagine my father and brother are probably waiting.
Yeah,
That's likely.
I'm really the person that does the healing.
And smiting.
And the killing.
And the smiting. Well, I can kill people without my magic. I just can't heal people without my magic. I'm not worried.
You kill real goods with your magic.
That's true. It is like a boost. It's a good boost.
Okay, well, I know on the map where it is, so I can't actually take you there. But if you want me to look in how to make it easier for you guys to get there, I think as I explained just now, I can't read. It's not wise for me to go there right now. I mean, we might need to go there to get the other thing off of the mountain. The other mountain we have to scale, maybe, because that's the thinnest piece in all of the world. But we would, again, have to deal with that when it comes to it. But I really probably shouldn't go up there.
I mean, it would be best if we just two birds with one stone sort of thing. If you can just get us close enough that we can make the rest of the journey ourselves. I mean, the three of us can handle that while you work on the Web of Creation, since that's kind of really important. Otherwise, Daichin's probably going to interfere with everything again.
Well, now here's a thing. Since officially I am not in charge anymore, they only have a couple of days to appoint a new successor, and Bogren's idea of me being kicked out made Phaestos very happy. Well, and his companion Belos. That would have made them dead. Super happy. Yes, I'm sure he's happy in death because I'm not in charge anymore. But they have to have a moot of sorts where they have to pick a new leader.
Right.
And that's going to be in a few days' time. So if Daichin hasn't already been tracked down, if he hasn't already done anything, he may well be there. I don't think I can create a Web of Creation time. But at least then we could potentially be tracking him. Because you said you had someone who's potentially tracking him already. Your crazy former host lady for your brain friend.
Right. Why would he be there?
Because he's going to want to be
Well,
in charge,
there's an interesting yeah, there's an interesting story on how I got my position, and Dajin was there, and Dajin was in line to potentially also be the leader of the Wishes Society, and we had the thing where we had to do the moot, and he decided that he didn't really want to stop someone like me being in charge because I was beautifully chaotic, and that's what magic needed at the time. Because in times of peace, like pushing the boundaries is super good, but in times of war, like we're currently in, is maybe not so good. And Dajin was really good at meticulous planning thing, even though we all know now that he's a super evil thing. But there's a potential he'll be there. He's very magically powerful.
Balance has that really very upset look on his face, like this is not okay. Where's this supposed to take place?
There's a place called Lynn's Lament. It's super down in the south. It's near Vanlas. It's it's where the black sand starts, and it's right near the volcano that used to be active. It could probably still be active. I'm not really sure how volcanoes work, and to be fair, I don't really care. The volcanoes, I tend to fly away from those when they explode.
Are you still a member of the Witches Society?
I'm not allowed to be, really. I mean, I could probably go up to the Witches Society, but I'm very unhappy. They have every right to throw me out and do other horrifically magically barring-y things to me, and I don't really want to deal with that because we basically need my magics right now.
Would anyone there know anything about the Cult of the Brokenhearted? I might need to find someone.
Cult of the Brokenhearted.
I need to know who I can find information from.
Who's the Brokenhearted?
What?
Oh, you don't know either? Okay. Right. Well, obscure, ancient, magic-y. I don't really. Why? Who are they, Rhal? I need a little bit more to work with.
I don't know who they are. I was told they were trying to kill me, and Ama might have been killed by them. So I need to find them and figure out why.
Right. Okay. I don't have the resources anymore to look into these things. I don't have people who can help me. I don't have assistants. But you do have a couple of hundred people on the other side of this door. And you have more people coming, right, Zaltanna?
Yeah, but I have a concern about that because they were gonna follow me because I am a really good tia
and your god magic.
Lady, and now I'm kind of not a really good tia lady, so it's kind of are they gonna follow me anymore, or are they gonna turn around and go home?
So maybe if Tyr has sent you on a quest, maybe you should do that before you speak to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%
Okay.
that.
That's okay. Well, there's some people here, and maybe they should be able to help you and talk to you about things. Maybe we could put them on it.
Why would anyone here know? They all just got unfrozen.
Well, they can go gather information, especially now that they've been learning the language a bit more.
And there are people here who haven't just come from the army of Savras. There are a couple of other people who took refuge down here when the calamity happened and the world started breaking apart. The people we trusted, and some people just stumbled into it. Yeah.
Okay.
But they might be able to help. If it's something to do with Ama, maybe it's something in her book. Maybe.
You think that's translated?
She shrugged her shoulders. You only gave it to them 2-3 days ago, maybe?
Not yet, probably.
It might be worth an ask. I mean, they may know something. I mean, if you just say, hey, can you just check out this phrase? Maybe they'll try and research that a little bit more than something else. If not, they'll at least better help you out, if nothing else. Who was working on that? Was it Rundy or was it someone else?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's Rundy. I'm pretty sure it's the cute little asthma kid. If not, they'll know. They'll know who to work on it. I mean, they're kind of more in charge here. Well, they're not really in charge, but there are other people around who can keep an eye on this stuff. Yeah,
okay.
Worth checking out then. All right, so you'll be working on the web of creation.
Right.
Right. Now, I can probably find some of these ingredients. But as for the casting of it, it's really specific about being under a new moon. And we haven't got under a new moon for a day or two. Unless, well, let me do some research on the mountain. There may be a thing about the Sky Mountain that we could use.
That's Balance is listening.
A place is super magic. Maybe we could. I'll have a look into it. I mean, there's a new moon isn't for a day or two. I will check tomorrow if I can make it. If we can get all the ingredients together. I mean, the spiderweb silk. That's pretty easy. I can probably make that in a couple of hours, and we may be able to get one in time for the moot. If Dacian's going to be there, we could maybe set up an ambush.
The problem is if the other Witcher Society members attempt to interfere.
Now, that is a very real possibility. But of course, you may be able to talk to some of them. Not everyone was on Dacian's side. Same as not everyone was on me being in charge. So, I mean, there was another guy, and some people want him to be in charge too. It's just the way things go here sometimes with moot and whatnot. So there may be people upstairs in the Witcher Society that you could talk to that maybe have a little bit more influence and power now. Maybe they could help out. If you can trust them.
Tell me who you think I should talk to, and I'll work my magic. Balance kind of like smirks at that.
You're a super funny guy. Let me think. Yeah. There's a Taylor's teacher. Yeah, that works. Volley says to herself as she looks through the patron pool of names. Dana. Danna. Dana. Dana's a lovely lady. She's very nice. She's very caring. A little bit old, sometimes a little bit deaf, but she's a lovely lady. I trust her more than most people up there. I think she would listen and be sympathetic. She has a long-standing membership within this society, so her word has not a lot of pull, but people will listen to her.
I will go speak with her immediately then.
Cool. That's good. That's good.
So
okay.
Just to make sure, I'm going to explain to her that Dacian is the avatar of a god destroyer, and that when this meetup happens, if we happen to be there and need to capture him with this web of creation, that she needs to get to everybody else to just kind of fuck off? Or maybe help? That'd be even better if we just had a whole bunch of mages helping.
If we have a bunch of mages helping, that'll be really good.
I will see what I can do.
I don't know lots about avatars. I think our avatar expert went to Kino. He looks at Balance.
Right.
So
and she took
it
the
would
books
be good.
With her.
Indeed. Learning more that they can. That's a super good idea. Well, okay, let me think. Yes. Tell everything to Dana.
Understood.
Everything that you would be willing to share, at least. I think they could be trusted, and they have a lot of knowledge. And they're a very calm and patient person. Just ask Taylor's.
Do you think it'd be smart if I took... do you think it'd be a good idea if I... Okay.
No, I think you should leave her here. If she's doing crazy magic thing, like you've just suggested, I think she may need to be under the watchful eye of someone who also does crazy magic things and knows sometimes where the line is and where the line kind of isn't. It's a very delicate balance. And I think maybe here is better than up there right now.
That's fair. She is on a very important assignment right now.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So right. I don't think I need to do a whole lot of work on the web of creation except from just getting the things together, and I think I can probably just about manage that, or at least between everyone down here we can do that. I'm also going to research how to do the other mountain thing. Yes, the other thing. I don't know any closer runes than Beligbud.
No, you can't do Darkhammer? I feel like that would be closer.
Darkhammer's underneath the mountain. So you would have to go outside the mountain and scale over the top of the mountain. Also, it's closer, but probably a far more dangerous mission. And you may want to take someone with you who is actually really good at the climbing and the mountaineering things, but it could take a while.
I could try calling in a favor from Rowena.
You could.
For what?
To get us up the mountain.
What do you think? What does she have that would get us up faster than scaling it?
People?
But the people would still have to scale the mountain, wouldn't
Crowd surfing.
Well,
if you get us Sherpas, we're still gonna have to climb the mountain.
well, I think that's going to be the case no matter what.
Rowena knows the mountain probably better than anyone else.
Right.
Rowena, if anyone knows how to get up to Dead Sky Mountain, it may be Rowena. I mean, it is just north of her home. If there's any secret tunnels down there, I mean, I haven't been to Dark Hammer really. I kind of know the runes, but I don't really know much about it. And I know that there are some places that are kind of you're not supposed to go to. Perhaps I thought they went down to the Earthdark, but maybe they do.
I know the places to go. It's been nigh on 50 years, but...
Don't forget you'll be arriving ahead of your good lady and Thicket.
Oh, yes, that would be... Oh, I'd have to... Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, and I wouldn't have my disguise either.
No.
Oh, this would be... Oh, and I'm an elf too, and they're not very happy with my people right now.
No.
Also, Dockham is where I'm from, and I don't know how much they know about the shit that the fact that obviously we haven't killed. Oh, yeah, he might be there.
Oh, no. I leave it up to you two then. We can go either way.
Ral's not here. Ral's gone.
No, I'm saying you two.
Oh, okay. The only other place I could take you to maybe the underneath Dusk Plateau.
Oh, Telnath.
Yes. Well, not exactly Telnath. It's a little bit north of there. But yes, but I heard from Talus and Caden that there was a big fight there. So that would also be dangerous territory, but it would be exactly between Darkhammer and Belegbood.
Yes, Telnath. It's a bit farther away from there than Darkhammer, but we could do.
Is you said that the mountain, this is out of character because Zaltanna would remember this. I'm just like terrible at geography. It's like between Darkhammer Stronghold and Belegbood, right?
Yeah, so Telnath, Dusk Plateau, that kind of little area is almost exactly halfway between Belegbood and Darkhammer Stronghold.
But the mountain that we're trying to get to is north
a little
of
bit
Darkhammer.
north of Darkhammer, yeah.
So
it is the highest mountain in Discora, at least.
So
it may be the highest in the world, but it's Kino.
So technically going to Darkhammer would be the best option because...
It's the closest.
It would be far closer, yes.
I would need to be under very thick cloaks.
Can't we just say that we stole the ring and then deal with that?
Well, because they know more that I took the ring from our vaults.
Tell them it got stolen in the chaos of the fucking Dragonborn in the city?
Well, I wasn't supposed to have the ring in the first place.
We're not getting Demi in trouble. Not any more than she's already in.
I don't want to get Demi in trouble. I'm just...
It's more that I took the ring without really asking because the way that the Witcher Society do things is a little bit long-winded for the end of the world, and I needed to get things done, and other things were importantly on my mind rather than... Yeah, so I got the ring the best way I knew how, which was just go down and get it. I didn't exactly tick all the boxes or fill in all the forms or dot all the I's or do all the magic things that I was supposed to. And I just kind of took it, and they know that, and that makes them unhappy, and normally they can't do much about it, but now they can, so I need to give it back before they decide to hunt me down for it.
Right. Demi, how close is the Witches' Society in Darkhammer to the actual palace there?
Probably a 30-minute walk.
If it's a risk that we have to take, then I feel like it's still the easiest way to do it. Time is of the essence right now.
We can always pretend you're my elvish servant.
I would love to see that. I'd be a flying wall for that. I'd love to see that.
I think I'd rather just teleport us there then.
Well, that's part of teleporting us there. I'm just saying it's part of your disguise. If anyone's why is this elf here?
All right. We're going to have to go to Darkhammer one way or another.
Look, I'm not happy about it either.
Darkhammer is fine, but you're missing a companion. And as I say that, where is Rhal?
You can track him pretty easily. You see little clawed footprints on the ground in blood because he has 1 HP.
So where is Rhal
Zoinks.
going off to before these two join in and decide to come hunt you down? Where is Rhal going?
He's gonna go ask Rondi about where the book is and figure out anything about the cult at all.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You find Rondi not much. You haven't come across Talus yet, have you?
I was told about it though.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say, please don't be scared to death by Talus appearing.
I might be.
You find the three children. They're kind of like currently they're like in the foyer where Guardian and Claus are, and Claus is joining the three younger ones, like sniffing and scratching and touching the wall and casting small cantrips and stuff to see what they can pull apart. And they, you can see them like pressing like tiles on the wall that look like they may be buttons, but maybe they're not. Playing around with the desk where you found the horrible key of Death Room. You see them kind of like doing this and like making a good game of it. You see the kind of taller elder girl, you know, to be Taylor. She kind of like turn and she like spins and on the spot when she realizes you're there, and she runs over you and kind of like jumps on you, but she's way taller than she used to be, and she gives you the biggest hug, and she pulls back and she says, "Uncle Rhal, you're really hurt."
I'm okay. I'm gonna make a con save.
You already made them before, goddammit.
What?
Stop killing yourself.
But this is the first time I've seen her. Rhal did this. This is a part of his guilt.
Yeah.
It's a 13.
Yeah, I'll
so,
accept
he
that.
was expecting it, so you don't have to make the DC super high.
No, it's not super high for this. I'll say you get away with this.
Okay.
Yeah, you breathe your way through it, like you kind of fight through staying conscious, but you still look pretty rough.
He looks like he's like a bit faint. He's dizzy.
Yes. I'm just going to try and find her list of spells. Someone's. Oh, I know who's going to have the spell. Don't worry. She's like, no, Uncle Rhal, sit down. Uncle Rhal, sit down on the fountain with us. Come on. Rondi, Zach, come over here quick.
Okay.
Rondi, you have to heal him. Rondi, look, he's sick. Rondi runs over. You see him like roll his shoulders a little bit. And for the briefest moment, you think you may see like a pair of wings, but they very quickly, it could just be an illusion of your one hit point brain. Lays his hands upon you and you feel a strange warmth running through you. And you are healed. You are healed for 15 hit points.
Woo. Rhal takes a deep breath and holds it in and closes his eyes and like kind of savors it a bit and then exhales. Thank you.
You're welcome. Uncle Rhal, I'm big now. Like you.
I know.
I'm bigger than Auntie Zaltanna now.
I'm proud of you. That wasn't exactly what I had in mind when I told you to do the things. That's my fault too.
It's not your. I said I was going to heal Daddy, and I did, and I had this really scary dream. But you were there, and Auntie Zaltanna was there, and Uncle Balance was there, and you guys helped me. Like aunties, you yelled at Auntie Zaltanna to throw me up the air and catch my daddy in a big time turner thing, and she did because she has big muscles, and I caught, and it was everything, and that gave me a good idea. So I made a thing. Everyone's super angry at me about it, though.
I understand why you did it, because I probably would have done the same thing. I'm proud of you. But just keep researching, but don't be reckless, because you figure it out, and I will fix this.
Okay. And you see her smile, and she like kisses the side of your head, and she says, "So what did you come looking for us for?"
I need to figure out in the book we had translating here if there was anything.
Your lady's book, the
Yes.
Draconic book.
Right.
We've started making progress, but we haven't quite figured everything out yet. Is there something you're looking for?
Something about the cult of the broken-hearted. Emma thought they were, well...
you see them like whisper down to Zach.
that they were probably going to kill me. And they might have killed Emma. So I need to figure out about them. And if they might have been in that book.
Zach comes back a few moments later after like Talus like gives you a hug and Rondi's pondering things. Zach comes back with like a couple of sheets of parchment, and Rondi looks over them very quickly and he says, "These are the things that have been translated so far. Let me see if I can find anything pertaining to this. What makes you think it would be in the book?"
If the book has all of these things about the artifacts we're looking for, then I know that Emma had found information about that, and maybe she knew about the cult from here. We don't know where she heard about it.
Okay. We've managed to translate most of these standard languages. We just, at the moment, we just have a list of names and things and items. It looks like they tie up with the items that were on the stand. There's also mention of another group who have similar items, and perhaps this is something to do with Lightburner or whatever they're called. Let me look through this. There's a group called the Orders of the Sheltered.
I've heard about that one.
Yes, they include the Orders of the Shelter, specifically designed to hide and protect pieces of the Shadeslayer. But they don't seem to exist anymore. We've spoken with a few counterparts, the old resurrectionist that is here, and they had no real knowledge of many of these things, or of them existing much. But there are a few that have been recognized. The Lodge was a former group. They protected the hammer. There was the Quick. They were charged with protecting the rapier. There's the Gentleman's Dueling Club charged with the chalice, which did you manage to get?
Yes and no. It's somewhere safe-ish, we hope.
That doesn't really sound like you found it, Uncle Rhal.
Well, someone wanted to keep an eye on it, and they will give it to us later. So we have it, but it's not here.
Okay. There was a very old order of the shelter called the Social Circle of the Seekers. They had the crown, the one that's Balance and his family are in possession of. And then there was a group called the Sect of the Shield. They were a shield. Here we go. Cult of the Broken-Hearted. Yes, they're in here. They were charged with protecting the Clockwork Heart.
Are you fucking joking?
It's primarily written in Dwarvish, this section. It's not been mostly translated, I'm afraid.
Okay. Maybe that knows where the thing is.
We will have a look.
Yeah, I need to know more about where I can find the cult and figure out Emma's involvement.
Of course.
But yeah, that's important too. So you you guys can, if you guys could do that, that would be great.
Well, the three of us will, and a few of the others will continue searching this place for any secret rooms.
Sure.
We suspect the mirror room, but quite wisely, most of us who have been in there, most of us haven't seen visions in the mirror, and we are not going to. It's a room we should not really be treading, but perhaps I shall ask Demi to take a look.
Maybe someone who has already looked in the mirror should. We should discuss that with everyone later.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it. I'll die.
No. We should check. I assume that people who have seen it before will probably have an easier time of resisting whatever visions are shown. I am fairly comfortable in what is planned for me. My father thought through a lot of things. He saw many things. I will take the risk if necessary. I will not let one of my own do it. But that is a conversation for the future. Is there anything else in here? The only notes we really found in here, Ama wrote a lot of notes on different things. She had the cult of the broken-hearted circled with a question mark. She had small notes about most of the others. We haven't translated them all, but this is the only one she had no notes on at all.
Well, they must be here in Falsam if they were defending something in Falsam.
Perhaps.
I think they would.
It would be
know.
useful if we could get a member, but there's no information in this book much more about them. We'll have to translate more, of course, but just the notes I have here. I will make sure that they translate this section and any notes relevant to this. AIM was very good at cross-referencing many useful notes. Excuse me. He inclines his head a little bit and he takes off in the direction that Zach had originally come from. Let's say about this time the other two can turn up unless something else you wanted to do, Rhal.
No, not particularly.
Okay.
We could find children's books to give to the dumbass dragon that needs to learn common.
Rondi had already said that he was going to have some people try to work with them.
Okay, because I'm not going to worry about it, but I just thought that maybe you guys could.
They'll get the dragon. They'll get the dragonborn ensconced very fine.
I'm not gonna have anything to do with that.
That dude's a dick. It's a dick.
Okay, in that point, you look up and you see Demi, Zaltanna, and Balance making their way across towards you.
Rhal.
Hi. Rhal looks a little bit more focused than he was. He still looks pretty worn, but
So we've made a decision.
he's not like rocking back and forth, about to faint.
We're going to be heading to Darkhammer Stronghold is the best place for us to be going. We're going to see if I can call in a favor with Rowena and see if maybe we can have a guide or something to get up the mountain quicker.
Okay.
We should head out soon. Are you feeling okay?
I'm tired. Are we going to fight things?
Uncle Ral's really sick. He's like bleeding everywhere. And she points at the kind of like the footprints of blood on the way over.
Sweetie, Uncle Rhal is always sick.
That's
He
the
looks
secret.
really a lot worse than usual, though, with it all being acid damage.
It might be a good
His
idea
eyes
if we...
just have been bleeding everywhere, and his mouth is just complete. He's nasty.
He's a mess.
He's
He is a hot
nasty right
mess.
now. It's
Jesus.
gross. He needs
Okay.
a damn bath before we go anywhere.
Right.
Okay. I think Uncle Rhal just needs a rest and he needs to clean himself up because I don't think all the acid on him is going to do him much good. I think maybe we should look after Uncle Rhal a little bit. But
Yes.
that's
I would
just
agree.
what I think.
You're right.
Auntie Emma, I'm taller than you now.
Balance
She
actually just busts out laughing.
Like she like lifts one arm and like flexes like a very small muscle. She's like, I'm getting really strong now. I'm taller.
Zaltanna looks annoyed about the taller than you comment. She's like, then she like shakes it off and she's like, good. You know what? If you want some help, getting a lot stronger, we can train together.
Yeah. I mean, Daddy won't let me train with him anymore because he's a little slow and old now. We're not as old as he used to be. And your other friend, Benno, he said he'd help me train with bow. But if you could help me fight with a sword, that would be awesome.
Right. Benno. Yes, I can help you train with the sword.
You're so awesome. Are you guys going to go to Darkhammer today or tomorrow?
I think let's go tomorrow and let Rhal rest.
How early is it? It's not like super late, is it?
It's not super late. It's probably just like the other side of midday, most likely. You guys had the encounter with the dragon fairly early this morning. Yeah.
I mean, I can walk, but I don't think I can fight very well right now.
I can't imagine we're going to be fighting, but also considering certain things, it's possible. So I feel like why don't you take a nap and I should probably go talk to Benno about stuff that he should know about, like losing my magic.
Do you need help finding it? We're really good at finding things. Uncle Balance said we're going to be good at finding things.
Balance is nodding his head.
Yeah. Yes. I am sure you are very good at finding things, but I know where to find some magic. It's near Darkhammer Stronghold, and that's why we're going there.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what. If I can't find it there, you can find me my magic.
Okay. That sounds like a good idea. I'm really good at finding things and making things. So, Uncle Rhal, you should come and rest in the barracks. There's a really nice bed we have set up for people who are like a little bit sick. It's right next to Uncle Balance's mummy's bed.
Okay.
And it's really nice and soft, and that's where we put people who are sick so we can make them all better. And I will tuck you in and I'll read you a story and I'll make sure that people bring you food and look after you. She like jumps up off of like the fountain where she's been like sitting right next to you. You can kind of see that like the two of you are looking in their direction. You can see like the side of Taylor's shirt has like begun to like fray a little bit in the contact with all the grossness that has been on Rhal. But she pays it no mind and she puts her hand out to Rhal to like pull him off and like go look after him and put him to bed.
So darn cute.
Oh, right then. So he's going to go relax. You're going to go talk to Benno. Demi, you've got your things, right? You know what you need to do.
Yes, I have things. I have things I need to do.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm going to go topside then.
Okay, you need to go. You want to go talk to the lady, my friend, Dana.
Right. And then I also have to have another conversation, but I'll save that for later.
Okay. I will get the ingredients together and I'll begin having a look on things like the mountain.
Wonderful.
And the other mountain. Okay. Let's see. We've got this. It's going to be fine. It's still going to be good.
Hi everyone, Rhal here. I like the specters. They're nice. Except for Balance's specter. Just kidding. They're all nice. Thanks to Pi for playing our specter, Balance's specter. Thank you for playing the specter. And thank you to Fortello for the name Dana. So coming up here, we have a couple of episodes that we are excited about coming out. We have the first of Bogram's backstory that was unlocked through Patreon, thanks to our patrons. We have that episode coming pretty soon here for you. We have started getting all of those things together for that. It's been very great. we have been working on a couple extra little fun things that will be coming out here soon. And we also have episode 100 coming out very soon. That's kind of crazy. Kind of hard to believe that I lived that long.
Get ready for a new gripping horror actual play podcast, Dark Dice. 6 travelers embark on a journey into the ruinous domain of the Nameless God. They will never be the same again. One of the players is not what they seem after a doppelganger, a creature that can assume the form and voice of whatever it kills, infiltrates the team. As the players are picked off and replaced one at a time, can they figure out who the monster is before it's too late? Can you? Dark Dice features an award-winning full-voice cast of non-player characters and a phenomenal fantasy soundtrack featuring live hurdy-gurdy, lutes, and dulcimers. Do you seek him? Find Dark Dice however you enjoy podcasts.